What's up, everybody? Welcome to the launch. We're helping SpaceX put some Starlink satellites in space. It's a Falcon 9 rocket. Go for launch! Nominal!
It is nominal. You listened to Jagtronica from 2 years ago.
Starlink satellites going up. Falcon 9, y'all. Feels good. Elon's in there, right? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All stations up on countdown.net for section 54.49 F9 responsible engineer communication check with the crew.
Hell yeah.
Start with guidance, navigation, and control.
Dragon GNC on countdown 1, comm check.
Uh-oh.
GNC loud and clear. Stand by for comm check by the
quality.
engineer.
Dragon, prop on countdown 1, comm check. Prop loud and clear. Stand by for comm check with the avionics engineer.
Got max Q. Nominal.
Dragon, avionics on countdown 1, comm check. Avionics loud and clear. Stand by for comm check with the ground segment engineer. Dragon, ground segment on countdown 1, comm check. Ground segment loud and clear. Stand by for comm check by launch control.
Dragon, launch control on countdown 1, comm check. Launch control loud and clear. Stand by for comm check by the chief engineer. Dragon, chief engineer on countdown 1, comm check.
Those
Chief
three
engineer,
events
loud
should
and
be
clear.
happening
Complete the F9
here in about 20
engineers,
seconds.
comm check. Eco.
There goes stage separation.
Stage separation.
We got audio now? Oh yeah. Give it up.
Next fairing separation confirmed. So we've had a successful main engine cutoff, successful stage separation,
Way to go, guys.
successful second engine start on the second stage, and then also fairing deployed. On screen right now, you can see the first stage booster at the bottom of your screen making its way back along with the two fairing halves. They've deployed. They were at the top of the screen, but they'll make their way back towards Earth and be recovered by our recovery vessel, Doug. As a reminder, those fairing halves, one was flying for the 4th time, and the other was flying for its 6th time. So a couple of views on screen right now. On the right-hand side of the screen is a view of our single Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage. Those Starlink satellites that we have been talking about all webcasts, those are located on the opposite end of that engine. On the left-hand side of the screen is a view from the top of our first stage looking down. Its job right now is to head back towards the drone ship, a shortfall of gravitas, and make its 6th landing attempt. In order to make its way back, the first stage has 2 burns today.
Both vehicles are on normal trajectories.
The first is the entry burn, where 3 of the Merlin engines will reignite, and this helps to slow the stage down as it re-enters the upper parts of the Earth's atmosphere. The second burn is the landing burn. This is a single engine burn that will bring the vehicle speed down rapidly in order to land on our drone ship. The first burn is expected to start around the T plus 6 minute and 47 second mark, and the second burn is going to be starting at the T plus 8 minute and 26 second.
Oh yeah, abstract.
So we are still a few minutes away from the next milestone. The Starlink satellites that we're going to be delivering today, we're going to be delivering them to low Earth orbit, and they will be operating at about 550 kilometers. Most satellites are at 36,000 kilometers in altitude in geostationary orbit, and when satellites are farther from Earth, the round-trip data time between the user and satellite, known as latency, is much higher, resulting in poor performance for activities such as video calls and online gaming. Starlink satellites operate at over 60 times closer to the Earth than traditional satellites, resulting in much lower latency. It's continuing to go well for both stages. On the left-hand side of the screen, we see some action. Those puffs of gas, that is nitrogen from our attitude control system. That, in conjunction with the grid pins that you see on screen, those help to steer and orient the first stage as it makes its way back to its targeted landing zone. So we are about 20 seconds away from the first of 2 burns on the first stage. 3 engines on the Merlin. 3 Merlin engines on the first stage will reignite and help to slow down that stage before it hits the denser parts of the Earth's atmosphere.
Stage 1 FTS is saved.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
And there are those 3 engines that have reignited. This burn is expected to last for about 20 seconds.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
Awesome. That is 1 of 2 burns successfully completed.
Stage 2 FTS is saved.
In about a minute, we have a couple events happening in rapid succession. So we'll have the landing burn start on the first stage, and then as that is ending, and as our first stage is going to be attempting its 6th landing on our drone ship, we are expecting second engine cutoff on the engine that you see on the right-hand side of the screen, followed by the call out for successful orbital insertion. And
Stick that landing. Stick it. Oh, they missed. What? They got it?
Stage 2 cryo healing mode started.
I think they got it. There it is. Looking good. Looks like some rough seas. Yeah. Was this in South Texas? I think they are in Florida. Yeah, I was gonna say weather ain't good. That Boca Chica.
Landing burn of the first stage. Now we are enjoying some
Stage 2's in
great
thermal
views
guidance.
of the second
Stage one
stage
landing
rolling
burn.
back your engine. So you can see that the drone ship is getting closer. On the right hand side of the screen is that drone ship, a shortfall of gravitas.
It's coming down. It's a shot of that landing again. Ah, they lost it again. Alright. I think they lost the speed right
a
on
little bit. And hearing some cheers here in Hawthorne. And there's visual confirmation that the first stage has landed for the 6th time. And this marks our 106th overall successful recovery of an orbital class rocket. That includes both Falcon 9 and Heavy first stage landings.
Good orbit insertion.
So during that time, we also got successful second engine cutoff of the second stage, and you just heard the call out for good orbital insertion. And as previously mentioned, although payload deployment is scheduled to occur around the T+15 minute mark, we won't have ground station coverage to confirm successful deployment until about T+1 hour and 20 minutes. For those of you that are interested, we'll keep the audio-only countdown nets up on our YouTube channel, and then we'll confirm successful payload deployment on our social channels. But that is going to be bringing our webcast to a close today. Thank you to the Range and Federal Aviation Administration for supporting today's mission. And of course, thank you to all of our viewers and all of our Starlink customers using our service at this time. Thanks for joining us for our third and final launch of this week, and we will see you again soon.
3 launches, 1 week. Pretty nigh. Cool. I'm gonna kill this share, Debug. Yep. Wow. I already toggled it off. Alright. Cool. Cape Fuego in the house. How's everybody doing out there? You driving today? You staying off the roads? Hell yeah. Yeah, you get any snow out there in Dragland? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we got ice. No snow, but backyard is a little icy. Me too. I got some ice outside. I wouldn't be on the roads right now. Yeah, last night, driving home from the studio around 1:30, it was super windy, crosswinds, and tons of rain. I was like hitting hydroplanes. Yeah, it was gnarly. Same here. Got home just in time. So yeah, man, everybody from last night who tuned in, that was pretty dope. We're still getting out the POAPs, but should be getting those out in the next hour or so.
John Armstrong.
It was a nice Lobo stream, 31st episode. And then we all got home safe. Now we're doing this Jag on Ice, a little bit of launch party, playing some choice nuggets from the archives. You want to talk about what this is, Debo's playing in the background here? Yeah, I think this is the first launch jam we did back in 2020. First SpaceX launch. It was just the three of us, me and Evan and Grego. Little daytime jam action. Proto Jag, we call it. Yeah. Nice. And that was actually a live improvisation to go while we were watching the live launch countdown and orbital insertion. And now we're playing it back and reliving it with another live launch. So yeah, comes back around. Orbital insertion, I'm going to use that word more. Seems like it should be part of our repertoire. Anyone out there's got any questions for the Purple Bee? Let them rip. We're just chatting here, just hanging. Every night, Junglist says he got a foot of snow. Where are you at? Every night, Junglist. Probably anywhere but Texas. Yeah, JC Funky Town. We should go to Boca Chica for a launch. We're actually talking about trying to get together the Jag crew, take some sort of vehicle, bug out vehicle down there, set up the whole situation on maybe the roof of an RV or a trailer or something with a good view of the launch pad, and then we'll actually do a live stream with the live launch in the background of the Jagtronica playing live in Boca Chica. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? That'd be cool. Yes. What's up, Hank? You down in Midland, huh? We got some snow and sleet. Yeah, it's an icy weekend. This is also the 1 year anniversary of the snowpocalypse in Austin, where we all got stuck in our houses for a week or so. And so everybody is on edge. We don't get a lot of snow here in Austin, so yesterday was an absolute madhouse. It was like worse than the pandemic. Prepping, people are taking off the shelves at HEB and sucking everything out of Walmart. Everybody was all stressed out. It couldn't even find Fritos for our Frito pie. No Fritos for our Frito pie. It was a damn travesty. So someone just dropped a link to Rocket Ranch, Boca Chica. What's this all about? See that link? Yeah. Click it. Rocket Ranch, Boca Chica. Let me go there. Check it out. So yeah, man, if you guys don't know, we're doing these live streams on Wednesdays, but at the same time we are simultaneously building out our new studio in Valente, Texas. Grego's out there on the ground running the crew. things are getting pretty interesting out there. We are working around the clock. Got them working in shifts, trying to build out this Studio 2.0 Purple Bee. Call it the Hive. If you don't know where Valente, Texas is, it's on Lake Travis, the north end of Lake Travis, about 20 minutes west of downtown Austin. And it's on the lake, which means we're going to be on the lake, and we're going to be doing all sorts of cool events this summer and beyond. We've got some things kind of in the planning stages that are going to be a ton of fun. Of course, we'll be live streaming everything we do, but there'll be more opportunities for people to come and visit in person, and we'll be working on this concept of hybrid live stream / in real life events. And there will be swimming, there will be boozing, there will be lots of community building, and we want you guys to be a part of it. So the best way to be a part of it is just to keep following us, keep showing up. If you want to get in our Discord, that would be awesome. We're really trying to push all the activity these days to our Discord, because there's a lot we can do with that. And just, a cool place to hang out and talk about things. We can talk about everything from NFTs to like this shows that are coming up to town, and we can go over our streaming gear if you're into that stuff. We can talk about space, and we can talk shit about Elon Musk and Zuckerberg, and generally shoot the shit.
Abstract's got a question. He says, "Will there be a video wall?" I guess he's talking about the new studio.
Well, there certainly could be. We're open to everything at this point.
Yeah, I think one of the definitely the projector situation will be vastly improved, and we'll have a few scenarios we can do. One being putting it on a wall and nice and bright, and then the other would be like projecting on the band, projecting on a ceiling surface. So we'll probably have it a lot more versatile situation. Let's check out
Should I
check out Rocket Ranch.
Oh yeah. Should I turn up this Grego feed? Does he have to do it?
No, he has to do it. But we have to be able to talk. We're talking right now. We're gonna when we go to, we got some jams to play later. This is sort of background music at the moment while we talk, but in a little bit we're gonna play some jams and let them go.
I just didn't know if this slider should be turned up on Grego's feed on my Restream studio.
Well, it should be on 100.
It's at 86. Yeah, that ought to help. Right on. Hank, we're gonna keep you posted. Right now, the calendar is sort of in flux and a lot of holds and tentative dates and stuff like that. But as we get more stuff sealed up as far as our plans for moving in the new studio, our calendar is going to start getting a lot more reliable as far as announcing dates and events a lot further out, so people have a chance to prepare and get their bags situated. What's up, Mr. Rover? I see Mike Robinson's in the house on Twitch. Yeah, I see people already joining up on the Discord. Thanks for doing that. Say hi to us in there. If you're feeling really adventurous, we're gonna start doing some stuff like open up the boogie box during shows, and that will be something we run through the Discord, where we'll open up a video channel, and our subscribers and supporters will get to dance along with the band in the boogie box. We've done a little bit of that before, but we're probably gonna beef that up. If you need help with NFT, POAP related things, we've got a special channel for that. You can ask us questions. We have a help channel for those things. So feel free to ask for a handhold. We got you.
Hank's asking, where's the new studio?
Yeah, so the new studio's in Valente, Hank. If you were on Heartburn Sunburn Cruise the last couple of years, which I know you were, I don't know if you remember anything after all the free booze we took down, but yeah, it's over there at the north end of Lake Travis. We've got a spot about a quarter mile away from where that boat landing was, and it's dope. We're gonna have the ability to put on you know, obviously the studio streams and studio sessions, both audio, video, live and not live. We'll have the ability to have a small live studio audience and a slightly bigger live audience in real life when we do things that are with the doors open. We have ability. We're going to be building a stage out there that's for actual, you know, outdoor events. So we'll have a couple stages. We'll have also, this is super exciting, we'll have accommodations on the grounds, rental properties, camping spots, RV hookups, yurts, souped up Airstream trailers. It's glamping. If you've ever been to like El Cosmico in Marfa or the Mesa Brewery campground in Taos, you kind of know what we're talking about. These people take these vintage Airstreams and they turn them into cabins essentially that are kind of badass. And we're gonna have some of those. We're gonna have some tiny homes. We're gonna have some yurts, which are just kind of tents that have been made a little more rugged to stand up to the elements. We'll have tent spots for tent campers, and we'll have parking. So the idea is that we go down to the lake, we have a party on the beach, we maybe get on a boat and take a cruise, and then we come back to the Purple Bee Lodge and we after party and we camp out. We might, for some events, have bus rides to and from town if you're lucky. All these things are in play. It's a beautiful thing. We're good buddies with the guys who run Valente Beach Water Park, so it's like I'd say it's like a poor man Schlitterbahn. What's that movie with the adventure park version of Schlitterbahn? It's pretty dope, and we're gonna be doing events out there, both on their private beach and in the water park and the bar and the restaurants surrounding it. There's several places for stages there, so you know, sky's the limit here. It's something you want to be following us if you're into any of those things. And if you can't make it in person, let's say you're not in Texas, you know, you can watch the live stream, and maybe eventually you'll get your shit together and you'll come down to Texas and we'll party in person at Valente. That's the idea. We're trying to build a destination for the jams. A lot of great music around here. We got a lot of friends we want to turn y'all on to, and the facilities will be ripe for doing that, so we're super excited about it.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some of our Golden Shrimp Guild friends out for some real parties in IRL.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Every Night Junglist. Let's see if Grego's available to talk. We switch it over to him. Oh, he's taking a coffee break.
Coffee poofs.
What about Viva Utopia, Ebos? Camping stuff.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. So that's second weekend in April. If you've ever been to Utopia Fest, you know what we're talking about. If you haven't been to Utopia Fest, you need to put it on your short list of live events to attend. They do two events. One is the proper Utopia Fest, which happens out in Burnett, Texas, at a beautiful ranch. And then there's a springtime event called Viva Utopia, which that's the one we're talking about. It's in April. And they do that at the place called Four Sisters, which is in Utopia, Texas. And Four Sisters Ranch is like one of the coolest places that I've ever seen in Texas, honestly. It's super lush and green, rolling hills. It's just so nice. There's a river nearby. They've got stages built out on the property. It's just a great place to camp, and usually April is a great time to camp in Texas. It's not too hot. It's also not too cold, and it's just badass. So the people at Utopia, Travis and Wayne and all their crew are incredible architects of experiences, and they're good friends of ours, and we are going to be there. Purple Bee has a camp. We call it Purple Bee Camp, of course. The way it works is we have a large area that we can put our situation, which is going to be a tent with a small stage and some gear to record and project the sound around our area. We're going to have limited spots for people that are in our crew to camp around us and to be part of our little village, if you will.
Yeah, hit us up. We got discount codes.
Yeah, we got discount codes. That's
DMs
right.
us.
I know K Fuego's planning on it. If any of you guys are planning on it or you're thinking about it, talk to us, because we can hook you up and give you all the details and get you set up. You do have to buy a ticket, but we, like Debo said, we have discount codes. Oh yeah, Mike got his ticket. That's right. That's how you do it, Mike. Yeah, Abstract says fold in DJ Lynn, integrate the CHHK crew, of course, always. Those guys are always integrated as much as we possibly can. Speaking of that, we've been doing this CHHK show called the Good Vibes Show once a month. We've done 2 or 3 of them already, and we're going to continue to do those. They're super fun, so look out for more Purple Bee events with the College of Hip Hop Knowledge crew. Big Mike, DJ Berlin, Sil, Tall Kyle, fucking Mike Trey, all those guys and girls, Evita, hopefully. Yeah, it's dope. Yeah, hey, the Purple Bee Hive is, we're calling it Purple Bee Camp, but yeah, we'll have our own little mobile hive. Hope you guys can make it. Look at that lineup for Viva Utopia. Bright Light Social Hour, one of the best bands to come out of Austin in a long time. Still doing it. Tefra Sound was probably one of my highlights. Top 2 or 3 things I saw at Utopia Fest this past October. Brian Haas from the Jacob Fred Jazz Odyssey, Nikki Glaspie of Nikki Glaspie fame, one of the best drummers on earth. Helen Gillet she's a cello player, and she blew my socks off. She's just like an incredible presence, energy, improvisation. Very cool. Not often you see a cello player just ripping.
Yeah, pretty cool. This Walker Lukens is doing like is it Willie Nelson thing?
Oh,
Redheaded
yeah.
Strangers? He's
Yeah.
doing like a Willie Nelson tribute.
Yep. Have you heard that stuff he did? He put out a whole album of Willie.
Yeah, I heard it one or
Pretty
two.
badass. Walker Lukens is local badass hero of ours. We're lucky enough to have him coming to play with Heartburn in April at the Paramount. So we're trying to figure out which Talking Head song we're gonna get him up on. But it's gonna be fun, I'm sure.
Hank is asking about NFTs. I think he wants to do a couple. Is what he's saying.
Okay. Hank?
He has no idea how.
Well, bend over, we'll show you.
We were talking about NFTs yesterday with Ebos and me and this bonfire guys.
Yeah.
Strategizing.
Yeah. There's a plan here.
There's some action happening in town too.
If you don't understand what we're doing with the POAPs and you just see a bunch of noise in the chat and the Discord, just know that we have a master plan formulating, and that includes basically what's going on here is if you're holding a POAP, which means you attended an event and you got it together enough on the technical end to claim the POAP and have it associated with your wallet. We see that, we track that, we can see how many you've accumulated, which means you've been to multiple events, you've collected multiple POAPs, and we're going to use that data to reward people or to grant access to things that are exclusive and coveted. We may even drop surprise things on you, like NFTs that are special releases, limited editions. We may give you tickets to come see things at Purple Bee. The sky's the limit with this stuff, and we're going to work on orbital insertion with all of our POAP holders. If none of that makes any sense to you, don't worry about it. It will, eventually. But this is the time to get in on the ground floor. Purple Bee is just now starting to do these things. Everything we release is like a Genesis drop. It's like the first thing, and it may not be fully fledged and fully worked out. But fast forward a couple years when we've got this stuff all dialed in and we're releasing things every day or every week or whatever, all of a sudden these Genesis drops that we're doing, these the first 1 or 2 NFTs that we ever did, will be pretty valuable, I think. So just think about the fact that if you're able to get it together before any of these other laymen's, then maybe you are in an advantageous position. That's all I'm saying. Yes, abstract. We're going to start showing you guys pictures of the studio. Grego's probably holding some right now that he could share.
I'm here.
Hold on, Grego. Bring you in. There he is.
There he is. What's up with that fingernail, G?
I have Jesse gluing fingernails.
I can't hear him.
I have one. So
Hold on. Turn him up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh. You hear me? Check, check.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's up with that fingernail?
Yeah, I have my friend Jessie gluing her nails, and then she insisted I glue one on me. So I thought it's temporary, so later I tried to take it off and I couldn't.
Yeah.
So I had to cut it short and then keep it till it falls off, I guess. I don't know.
It's going to be a couple of years.
Yeah, maybe a couple of years, I don't know. But yeah, thanks a lot, Jesse. Also, yeah, BM is here with me. BM in the house. We talking about it. It was, what do you think about those jams, man, from 2 years ago? Pretty sick, right?
Pretty nice.
Abstract.
We're just sort of we're experimenting with audio levels because it's hard to talk and have the music audible.
So Grego needs to turn the music down and his mic up.
Okay, turn the music way down still.
Not way down, just we're just fine tuning here.
Fine tune. Haha. Yeah, and my mic up.
Mic definitely up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, welcome y'all.
It's a remote world. We're all living in it. Trying to figure out this remote work from home bullshit.
Restream Studio is pretty cool. A lot going on here. We should do these more often.
Yeah, it's the first of this kind. Like you said, we're still dialing it in. But yeah, we have some.
Mike.
You were talking about some things, but we also have some nuggets to play, and then Abstract's gonna do some cool visuals.
Abstract's
Yes.
asking about photos of the new spot. You got anything you can show us?
Oh yeah,
Constructions?
yeah.
I don't know if we want to look through your camera roll. Might see some things we can't unsee. But you got any construction photos?
There's some areolas.
Precious areolas.
Precious areas.
Yeah. The living room, the dining room.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, you already took
recently-
out some walls, right?
Yeah, I took out some walls, so just so you have idea, this is going upstairs to the, check this out.
Oh.
That's on the wall going upstairs.
Haha.
Wow.
Little
Honeycomb.
accent there.
Is that paint or panels?
No, that's paint. That's paint, but I'm gonna paint it like it's just the first coat. I'm gonna make it like a 3D relief, so it looks like it's in the wall. So this is just the beginning. And then this is the. Oh yeah, we stained the beam. That's when you walk in. and
Oh,
you
I
look
like
to
that.
the Dark beam. Open it up.
Is that a metal beam?
So it's a steel beam holding the
Steel beam.
upstairs, but it's wrapped around in a pine and stained, so it looks like it's wood, but it's actually a steel beam inside.
That's fancy.
Since steel has a more strength, it can hold more. We went with the steel, but yeah, it's sick. I can't wait to be there and start living there. And
Thought you were already
the
living
studio-
there.
Well, not really. Like I don't have anything there yet, so like I wanted to go over there, but everything is here. So like I want to have everything, and I don't have anything there, so it's kind
Oh.
of. But I will very soon. I'm going to start moving. Me and Scotty met the acoustic professional guy, and then he was making a drawing based on my drawings to figure out the best way of acoustically, build this place to make sense and sound good. And, so anyway, I want to show you the drawing that he sent us after refining it. Check it out. This is the way the studio's gonna look
Oh,
like.
dude, can you send me that so I can put it up on the screen? Oh, send me this. That's dope.
And then this
So
is
that's-
this is the treatment of the wall. That's what they need to have in order. It's specified which wall, what kind of insulation and stuff, So I'm sending.
Dope.
I'm sending to you. Yeah, so it's for least amount of money. That's how you do it. You basically we already have the idea and the drawings and stuff, and then based on that, he's like, "Oh, okay, it all makes sense." And then he basically have some kind of software. He was saying, I don't know what he's using it, but he put it builds 3D models of those rooms, the height and everything, and then he needs to know where I'll be sitting to mix and where you guys gonna be, so equally you have good sound as me, because you're gonna be right behind me if you see on this drawing.
Yeah, it's kind of a similar layout to what we have now.
Yes, exactly. Except bigger.
Right. and eventually there's a whole nother wing on the side that will get built out into additional control rooms.
Yes, exactly. So this is the phase one of the building, which is the control room, video room. Also, gonna have like a vocal booth, which is badass because we can use that for different, things. Even if we have like a flute player, we can just put him in there, and he can be really dialed in without drums bleeding through.
All the flautist.
Yeah, or cello and stuff like that. It's gonna be big enough to even have a couple horns if we have to. But
Couple horns.
yeah, probably like I think it would fit two horn players, maybe three skinny ones.
3 flautists. Yeah, he's at abstract asking how big the live room is. Yeah, measurements.
Yeah,
Is it
so the
like
live rooms is gonna be somewhere around like 25 feet deep, and then 24. Yeah, can you send that to E?
so? That's pretty much like double the size of where we're at now, right?
Yes, it's basically like four of those spaces that we have, plus really nice high ceiling,
Yeah.
which is 12 feet at the lowest, and then goes up to, I think, 18. And then
And then the coolest part is that it's got big garage doors that can open up for times when we do nice
oh,
weather, outdoor, maybe daytime stuff. Have people
yes,
come and watch. It's a like a multi-use situation, but it also locks down into full studio mode with a you know isolated sound and badass
yes.
recording studio type sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so also on that, uh, BM is sending you that drawings right now. You should get it. But the live room, the big room's gonna have a big size window into the outdoor lounge, so people don't have to cramp in there. They can be outside chilling underneath
Oh
the
yeah,
roof,
with
and they can
85
see
inch
it
TV.
with the TV, with the show, but also they be able to peek through the window and then see the actual action in action.
Yeah, how the sausage gets made.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was cool when
Grinding.
we did this stuff in June at the place at Wildwood. We had a couple shows where we invited a live audience out, and it was Gravel Tooth one night, and it was Heartburn the next night, and we had a big video screen outside on the lawn, and people were set up. We had a live boogie box out there, and then we
Yeah,
had the
people
windows
still ask
open.
me.
We had the windows open into the studio live room, and it was a revelation in a sense because people really liked to see the window view into the live room where they could watch what the musicians and the camera people were doing, but they weren't necessarily in a way that in a place where they could interfere. And then right next to that, they had this huge screen showing the finished product, the switched badass broadcast, and it was like a really cool thing to have the ability to see both of those things simultaneously and be a part of the action, but kind of be a little bit removed, but have both views on it. It was super dope, and so we're
Yeah.
setting that situation up for all time.
Yes. Yes. People like still tell me about it, how cool that was, and they never seen anything like it. And we decided that this should be the model of our production. If people want to see it, how it's done, they can come and not really interfere with our show because they're outside of the studio, but they feel like they're inside. and of course, we always wanted to do that here, but you know, it's too small. But sometimes the people that do make it in here, they have blast and they love seeing how it's done. So we want more people to come and see us at work.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got these
here it is. You
acoustic
got it.
details.
Very nice.
So look, can you see my mouse? I don't know if you can. No, but you can see the seated positions of. Is that
Yeah,
Grego, and then it's the video guys behind him?
yeah, that's it.
Let's see. And that video area is going to be kind of raised up. Is that right?
Yeah, so the whole floor in the control room is going to be like 7 inches high with the wood floor. So when you walk in from the hallway, when you open that door, that's going to be like a one step up to open the door, which is kind of a standard 7 inch step. So you step in the control room and then you go around to where I'm at to the right. But you guys gonna be probably like 15 inches higher than that. So you can see over my head through the window. Um, you know, so it's gonna be like a riser built on the top of that wooden floor.
Yep.
And then of course the back wall is gonna have some diffusion, cool diffusers that I'm gonna build.
So you worked in some equipment storage room and an ISO booth.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the video equipment sometimes gets loud. I remember Scotty's Studio L2.
Mm-hmm.
Remember all these routers and all the
Oh yeah.
internet stuff is just, it's pretty loud.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to have that in a separate room and then have a good ventilation there so it doesn't get hot. And then, yeah, so it's gonna be pretty quiet in the control room because all the loud gear is gonna be over there.
Oh, so the ISO booth has a window looking out to the live rooms as well. That's cool.
Yeah,
It's got two. It's got a
it's got
window
two
into the
windows.
control. Nice.
Yeah, we can see him and then they can see him. We can all see the booth.
All right.
Pretty nice.
Very nice. Let's look
So
down here.
onto the
What's
right,
this? Oh, you still working on this?
well, I was just gonna explain that to the right of that wall on the right, that's where those two big garage doors are. They're gonna be fully functional, insulated panels. And the front of them, there's gonna be a thick mass curtain, like the thickest curtain you can buy for theater. And it's also gonna help to stop the sound coming in and out, and then serve as a acoustic kind of absorption and diffusion.
Dope. And then the guy told, is this like how to do the walls with the air pockets?
Yeah, exactly. So this is the ideal, you know, if we go that route, that's his recommendation how to build those walls. So basically, behind the control room and the top wall, which is the lounge, which is also outside, that's a concern from the sound because the back, that's where the road is, and sometimes Ferraris fly through there,
Oh, so it's more
downshifting.
about keeping the sound out of our studio as opposed to like letting sound into the
Both,
neighborhood.
well, both, because there's also like the closest neighbors are that way.
Yeah.
So we're thinking to put the most isolation in those two walls. They're gonna be like the thickest, and also the one that separates the live room from control room. Totally,
Uh-huh.
because it's gonna go all the way up to the ceiling. Oh yeah, so then I'm gonna turn the music back on, right?
Yeah.
You guys told me to bring it up. Let me know if that's loud enough. But yeah, there's a lot of details in acoustics. You know, this is just like an ideal. You know, what would be nice to have. You know.
Yeah. I see he's done like 3 different types of walls different types of this. B walls would be the sides. A walls would be between the live room and the control room.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see down here, these are the sides of the building. Existing exterior sheeting, 2 inches of airspace, 3 inches of sound blankets, metal studs, gypsum board, 2 layers, 5/8 inch.
Yep.
And then there's some kind of barrier at the bottom that sort of keeps it isolated from the ground.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rubbery type of stuff. It's like a.
And then the wall type A is like a double version of that. It's like here that goes between the two live room and the control room are like a double wall.
Well, yeah,
2 layers.
Because the window actually is going to be 2 windows, laminated. So it has to have like 2 walls with the air pocket, you know.
Yeah.
And also, since the control room is going to be raised up too, that's going to isolate it from the bottom concrete. We're going to build the floor on some kind of rubber washers and stuff, you know, kind of a floating floor.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Shout out to BAI. Is that the guy? Audio visual consultant.
And then, you know, of course, big shout outs to Scotty, man. He's already
Of course.
talking to a few contractors, you know, see who's gonna take the job and who's gonna be the most, you know, reasonable. Because
Love it.
ain't gonna be cheap.
No.
No.
So, let's play some more jams, huh? If anyone's still hanging around, the jam's going. We're playing archival material.
Archival material.
So we're about to do the 50th episode of Jagtronica next Wednesday. So if you add up 50 episodes of Jag, 5 to 10 real life, what do we call it, Jags in the wild, and then 31 Loboses, and probably a handful of other things that we didn't give a name to.
We did some like Ballhofer parties and all that, Jag in the wild, right?
You're looking at an archive of well over 100 improvised performances, and each one of those performances is in the neighborhood of 3 hours, maybe 4 hours of material. That's 400 some odd hours of improvised live music in the last year and a half, 2 years, right?
Yeah.
That's an incredible accomplishment, if you ask me, and so something also an accomplishment just to have it all on a hard drive. Next step is to catalog and database and deal with all that stuff so that we can start feeding it out to the masses and creating all the things we want to create with it. But for now, let's just enjoy it.
Yeah, so through all this, you know, improv and these last couple years when we, you know, it was just the idea of, you know, Jagtronica and Lobos, basically based on the portal idea that we have for years we've done. It's basically, you know, big, you know, portal is like the mother of all that. And you never know what you're going to get. And we always have the same approach, you know, grooves and music is first and then everything else follows. Don't worry about it. It would fit in. And sometimes we coming up with some pretty cool, you know, tunes. Like all of a sudden, wow, this is like, this could be a song or stuff. Like this one, for example, we did, it was my birthday on 2 years ago in May. There was a badass session. And then like this song called Marijuana, check it out. I had Jagtronica live 2 years ago, May 27, Juana.
blazing out. Another celebration for Grego's birthday. Yo, we do it the worst way. So open your mind frame. Purple BTV. Yeah, check it. I'ma tell you what we puffin'. Yo, I'm puffin' on an AK. Probably light it up. Yeah, ensure I have a great day in a great way. I'm feeling big like a Great Dane. This Big Mike got a great name. Yeah, how I do it off the damn thing. Mary Jane up in my damn brain. On the more cookies. Yeah, yo, we ain't no rookies. Put some money on it. Yeah, pay your bookie. Girl Scout cookies. Open the bag, you looky. Break it down, crush it up. Yeah, twist it up in the blunt. Set fire to it. Yeah, purple beat, it's a fucking movement. Yeah, smoking on. Yeah, we puffing on. Yeah, we puffing on. Smoke it up. No stressing, no second guessing. Yo, what's the question? What's the answer? It's Big Mike, I'm not a dancer. I'm a rapper chillin' with Jagtronica. Electronica, a little boom bap. Big Mike, yo, y'all know that I rap. We get it high here. It's Big Mike, I'm on attack. Purple B crew, we put them on they back. Like, wake up, blaze a sack. Feeling good, in fact. 100% full battery. Yo, flexing the mastery. People come around, master at the puppets. Want that funk, so we got to pump this. Open up your lungs. We elevate you until we're done. Yeah. We smoking on. We rolling up. We choking on. Yeah. Roll it up. Roll it up. Let me hear some keys or something. Happy birthday to Grego.
Anyway, totally sick jam. What do you guys think? Is it too early during the day?
No, dude. It's snow
No, it's
day.
a respect to marijuana, man.
Marijuana.
Marijuana. And then there was like, help us in there.
Topos,
Do you hear that?
elbows, yeah,
No,
topo.
I think I was saying help us smoke the
Help us.
marijuana. Please.
Oh,
There's too much. We can't finish it all. Help. Help me,
Lord.
Obi-Wan.
So anyway, uh, I would like to play some gems from the Rancho session that nobody ever heard before yet, except
Yeah.
some of us.
The abstract
And
says we should do a full album of Fidel songs. What do you think about
oh,
that?
yeah, I agree. I agree. The trick's gonna be to find them all. Uh, they're
That's
peppered
where
in.
we need some interns, man.
We need some interns. If anybody's interesting, has a good ear for music or video and stuff like that, and you wanna hang out with us, uh, please let us know. We overwhelmed with the archives a little bit. Can't keep up, but we're trying to make new ones, so we're not worried about that because we already have it. So we constantly making more and more.
We'll catch up.
We catch up, but yeah, abstract. I agree. Great idea. It's coming up. Maybe you can help us find them where they are because we do them with Lobos and Jagtronica. They're all over, and we do them live too. Um, Shout outs to Casey Byers, who's a good buddy of us, and then help us makes the grooves with the Jagtronica. Cameron Cummings,
Cam.
uh,
I
Scotty
think
Ratings.
I think Casey is on his way to Kansas City right now to play a show with Vincent Antone.
No, they're going to Arizona to the Gym Jam.
Oh yeah, Jim and Jam. That's right. And they're going to Casey. But shout out to them.
Oh,
Stay
yeah.
safe on the roads.
Stay safe.
They got out of here just in time, I think. It was getting gnarly. They're like, we're bugging out. See you in Arizona. I don't know if it even snows there.
You want to talk about that Rancho party?
Yeah, Rancho Party was off the hook. It was 2 days of music, and it was all kind of like acoustic and violins and banjos and all these acoustic instruments, and it was this acoustic vibe the whole weekend, and it was great. And then Jagtronica was the last show of the weekend, and was totally like hi-fi compared to the weekend,
We
like
came
the
in there,
sun.
just jagged up their vibe.
Just jacked up the vibe, and then just melt everybody's faces, including mine. And
Yeah, let's talk
and
about who was there. I know Ari Dvorin showed up.
dude, Ari Devore was playing saxophones and flutes, and then of course you were like looping them around, and then it was sick grooves, like Scotty was there, and then Cameron, remember we flew him in. He
That's
arrived
right.
for like
He had a gig
like
that night
about
in town.
third jam. He was already on. He just slid in. I didn't even know till I heard the guitar. I was like, oh, hey, hey. And then we just like turned the turbo on. But yeah, the whole show is great. I think we should release it. You know, of course, we did the Ballhofer Jam. That was super funky. A lot of good stuff. Maybe Abstract can drop some cool vish while we listen to some. What do you think? Do you have
Yeah.
any good memories from that party? Yeah, by the way, shout out to Rancho Relaxo Alice.
Oh yeah.
Love you so much. Can't wait to come over there visit again. It's been
I
a
think
while.
that event was called Jam in the Third Eye, and
Oh,
our
yeah,
friend
yeah.
Ajna and
Ashna,
Natalie
yes.
put it together.
A beautiful
They brought in their buddy from California. His name Debbie Cable. She brought all these really cool blacklight artwork on tapestries that were hung up all over the place on the walls and behind the stage, and there was like a little sort of tunnel you could walk through and just stare at these things with special glasses, and they like turned into 3D tripped out things.
They were
So
like
that was
giant
sort of,
blacklight paintings, like you'd put up on your, like the posters we'd put up in our rooms that we'd get at the mall. Remember that shit? They just
right.
made them
So
into tapestries.
they looked sick just like that on their own, but still, you put these glasses on and it took certain colors and made them look closer or farther away. And so she designed the artwork to take advantage of that, so it turned into a 3D visual when you put the glasses on.
I gotta find these guys, Divas. We were at the gorge for fish this summer, and there was a whole like a in the market area where they have different vendors. They had this whole art gallery where you would put on these glasses, the same glasses, and then they'd give you this other thing that was like a LED light that would like cycle like strobe, and you would go in this dark tent and look at these artworks. They're a lot like those blacklight things, except this strobe light like animates them, and it was fucking dope. I need to find those guys. I need to get some of their work up on the walls at PB.
Yeah. That would be sick.
Abstract's asking about that ACL Jag show. We did record that. We've got it. We're working on mixing and mastering that.
Yeah. The video turned out great.
Yeah, video looks cool. The audio was a little
tricky.
The sound of that night got tricky. We had some technical difficulties with the video screen, talking to our guitar pickups, but I'm sure we can salvage it.
Yeah, we can definitely make something cool. It happened, like maybe 20% of the show, so I think the 80, it would be nice without that noise, whatever that was. It was a high frequency kind of a pitch noise it has something to do with power. Nothing to do with the audio, but the power. And then we couldn't figure it out during the show. And we tried, and nobody knew what's going on. People had no idea. But yeah, show must go on. Goats on. Show goats on.
Show goats.
But yeah, that's how it is. I think we're good in this kind of situations under that kind of pressure, no problem. Slick, total jag, total.
Let's hear that Rancho jam.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Abstract is coming in hot. Here it is, Rancho Relaxo.
Thanks Hank Lamb for the donation. You're the man.
such a greasy grooves, right? Pretty sick.
Rancho. Spicy rancho.
Man, so spicy.
Shout out Golden Shrimp Guild.
Jalapeno Ranch.
Legends of the Twitch game.
Totally.
Let's bring the boys
I
back.
have no
It
memory
was
of
a
that show.
magical night. See what I mean? You guys don't even know sometimes
I don't even
how
remember what
good
happened
that
last
shit
night.
turns out. It's no, but that's a great thing, you know, if you think about it.
It
In a
is. I
way.
mean, if I'm gonna get real about, I think first of all, I do have a not the best memory for like past events. Kind of hazy, but when it comes to making music, I think it's the reason is like ideally we get in this situation where we're creating in the moment and the moment passes and you're on to the next moment and it's just a stream and you don't remember it because you can't put like for you to remember something is for you to like sort of analyze it and like place it in your brain memory banks. It's like an active, it's almost an active like thing you have to do even if you don't really think about it. That's what's happening. It's like your brain's putting it somewhere on the hard drive. And to really improvise musically and to listen and to react and to play, it's like you turn that part of your brain off and you're just in the flow state, right?
Yeah.
And in the best sense, that's what we're able to do. And we're always trying to do that. It's not always happening, but usually over the
Well,
course of
it's
50 jags and 100 of these things, I think we've gotten there more often than not.
yeah. Well, that's why it's interesting to hear in the Wild show when we were at an event that, but this was the second day of a 2-day event where everyone was just vibing. The the, the feeling was just in the air. A
Yeah.
nice gathering, a lot of love and a lot of support and creativity. And so it's interesting to hear. I feel the same way. I don't really remember it, and those are the best gigs usually where you just sort of are in the moment so much that you, like you said, you turn your hard drive off and you open up the brain space to be in a different sort of universe.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think that Nikki Glassie's band played the night before. Were you at
Yeah, I
that?
did.
Man, they blew my
Yeah,
damn mind. That definitely was
that
like
was
that's the thing
some
I
of the
do
funkiest
remember.
shit.
The thing I do remember is like the feeling of seeing that band and being like, holy crap, we're going to play on this stage tomorrow night. And like, that's a lot to live up to because these people are just like
And I think we
absolutely
did.
destroying.
Maybe also part of you not remembering is that we drank quite a bit of Soust that night before,
Dude,
Yeah,
during,
but
and after.
yeah,
yeah, that's
that
true.
helps
I do
sometimes.
remember drinking Seuss. I remember going into, was this when we found Alice's secret
Ye-
stash of batch
yeah,
one?
Alice
Yeah.
Alice had a batch one stashed, and then for a black hour, and then we asked her if she can bring it out, and she was kind enough to do so. And then,
I bet she's wishes she had that right now in the snow apocalypse, all
oh,
out of Seuss.
well, hopefully she's got some stashed.
We owe you one, Alice.
We owe you one. It's coming. But yeah, it was for me is I get in and I have this confidence because like I know like I have, it's not just me, and then the people I'm playing with, they're like on the same page, sensitive, they hear everything, the vibe and the groove, and we're all about groove and listening. And so all it needs is like a seed, a beat and groove or a bass line or anything. It just grows from there. And then for me, like when I go, I don't kind of try not to stress out except the technical stuff, but everything works the way I think it should work. Then I kind of put on this cruise and then try not to think of anything except the groove and music. Listen to what you guys do, and then I don't know. it's some of the best music I play in my life. You know, I play lot of different types of music and bands and original stuff and covers and then this is you know the most
When
fun I
you were
ever
playing weddings in Poland as a teenager, did you ever Polish weddings? Do you ever think you'd be playing on the metaverse?
had. No way, no way. I wasn't thinking anything. I didn't have any expectations. I knew that you know life is interesting. It's gonna take me somewhere, but I definitely knew that this is. I think this is what I should be doing. It never felt right if I was doing something else. It just never felt right. Uh, every time I do music or art, it feels right. So I follow that. But
Hell
yeah,
yeah, G.
this project is sick, man. You guys are total badasses, and I'm privileged to play with y'all. You know, uh,
I think that the past couple years of going through the I don't know how many hours of work we put into this craft of improvising together, but also the technical end of pulling off a live stream and the computers and the audio equipment and the video equipment and all the stuff that goes into that. And at the same time, we've got to turn our brains into improvisation flow mode. It's the two things mashed together that I think we've learned a lot. Like that's a skill that I honestly remember the first few months of doing it, and maybe the first year of doing it. It was so stressful, and even now there's times when we get caught up in the technical crap, and you have to sort of pull yourself away from the jam, and then you have to get back in the jam, and you got to turn the. It's two sides of your brain. You're turning on
it
and
is
off,
two
and like
sides.
just the act of going through those two sides and being able to seamlessly transition and go back and jump in and jump out. That's a skill that we have all learned, and I don't know if that skill existed as a thing that you could learn until now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, I
if you
know what you
notice
mean.
that from always from beginning when we did events, somehow we end up playing on these events too. So we kind of always did that in some ways, you know, when we put
You're
an
right.
event together, we had to handle the sound and all the posters and organizing everything, and then we had to go and perform and then switch the brain over real quick and then go back to be a host.
It's the player
Yeah,
coach.
It's
Uh,
like
I
it's in our
I
genes,
find
I think.
myself with this tendency to just fill up. If there's space to do one more thing in my brain, I will fill it. It's just sort of like the nature. So like this this particular type of thing is great for me because there's a million things to do, and sometimes you fill up your brain so much that you go into that flow state that we talked about earlier. You're forced to. It's the only way to humanly cope with multitasking on that level is to be in some sort of flow. And
yeah.
if the power goes out or something happens that breaks you out of that flow, that's when it gets hard.
Speaking of that, let me break you out of that. Check out what I'm doing
Yeah.
in
Holy
Decentraland.
shit.
Uh, this is
T-shirt,
coming soon. It's very simple, but it's a start. Um,
very nice.
I taught Casey Byers needs to come to my rescue because it took me like a whole day to just get this T-shirt design in a 3D program called Blender. Some people might know what that is, but I feel like it was me learning Photoshop all over again or something like that. It was just so frustrating, but I got it done. I got this T-shirt with a Purple Bee logo on it. There's a male and a female version. Let me go to the male.
That's sick.
Oh shit! Hold on, there
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
And it's in the
Nice chops.
It's in the Decentraland wearable DAO approval process right now. Hopefully they'll approve of it and we'll get it out and everybody can be wearing these and walking around the metaverse and showing off the purple bee repping. Um,
Is this sticks out from a T-shirt a little bit,
no, it's
or is?
just the three.
Oh yeah, it's all right.
I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing, so it might be
No, dude,
fucked
that
up.
looks
So
sick. I don't think it is. Maybe it's my eyes.
anyways,
It
yeah,
looks.
that's what I've been working on. Learning new skills always. 3D animation.
Is that you model?
No, it's just like a. This is just the
Standard guy.
random. It just randomizes it so you can see if the wearable like works on all different bodies, and you can do different motions, see if it breaks it. You know what I mean? Sometimes when they raise their hand, if something's not right, it will. You'll see like a hole in the shirt. You got to go back and
Oh,
fix it. It's very manual.
That's cool. Abstract had a comment in the chat. Just wanted to put that up. We've had some good jams over the last couple of years, and we went from being online collaborators to real world on stage a couple times now, both with his audio and his visual skills.
Word.
Yeah, man. Dream to collaborate with you, buddy.
dream team. It would not be as bad as it is without you for sure. People always comment like, man, this stuff is all around the screen and on your ceiling. Yep, abstract AMCR. That's right. And of course,
Yeah,
Casey
man.
Byers,
Oh yeah. Everybody's been helping out. I know
Big Mike.
Kate Fuego's been indispensable lately. She showed up last night even though it was gnarly outside and there was no room to do fire stuff. She took over the control room, helped us with the wheel of jam, and kept the vibes up, and did some awesome dances with her LED. What do you call those fans? It was dope.
Yeah, and
Ram,
Cameron showed up.
Am,
Ram showed up.
or
Forrest.
David Thacker. He brought a new vibe to the thing last night. I thought it was like everybody brings a different vibe, but it was cool to see his vibe
Yeah,
mixing
his
in with
vibe
the Jag.
was, yeah, very nice. Very like a gospel type vibe.
Yeah.
That's what I felt. Like, I want to, I even sang a Lord at one point.
Called out to the Lord, and then they struck us
Lord!
down.
Yeah, when he got on the organ, I feel like, oh,
I mean, I don't know if it was blasphemy or what was going on, but we got struck by lightning last night, and
yeah, we
that was a
did.
thing that happened.
Yeah, power went out in the neighborhood momentarily. But we got back. Some people recovered the stream. Second set was sick. Of course, BM over here.
How's Kishki's doing, man?
Kichkis is doing better. Our cat has been sick lately. We don't know what's up. The vet has no clue. So we just give him loving and whatever we can. She's chilling. She's
Angela's
much
Yeah.
better.
worried.
Oh, Kichkis is
Everybody
doing much better.
healing thoughts for Keechkes. Hey, can we talk about the chili that Ebo's made yesterday? You know, it
Oh,
was
wow.
the meals that 50 Jags and 35, 31 Lobos is are always something like we talk about. We're multitasking and trying to prepare for a live stream, but we're also cooking dinner for the whole crew. So Ebo's, especially, and Big Mike have thrown down for sure plenty of times on just getting in the kitchen and banging out a meal of soul food for the crew. And
Yeah.
Yes,
last
we
night
always
was
feed
was
the crew
delish.
and the band. And then last night, of course, Ebo step up again, and then just killed it in the Instapot. which was kind of a fast way, but still tasted like you cooked it all day long.
It did.
With
It's like
some,
it took about half maybe less than half the time of cooking. A lot less if you're cooking in a crock pot or something. But it came
yeah,
out pretty good. Shout out to the Instapot.
Instapot,
And
and
a
then
few times we've been able to get some people to sponsor our meals have been great. We had the Show Me Pizza guy come out and bring some badass pizzas from town, and they're going to hopefully do that more in the future. We're talking to this chili dog guy now. There's a dude named Texas Chili Dog Wagon, and
nice.
he's got some badass hot dogs. We've had P. Terry sponsored us for a minute. What else?
Dude,
Oh, the Southside Flying Pizza. That was good
Yeah,
stuff.
Rolling Smoke.
Rolling
of
Smoke
course.
Barbecue.
Oh,
A lot of good
don't
food.
even mention Clean and Austin Beer Works, which
Well,
we
those
love
people have been
these guys.
consistent. They've always
Yes,
coming through. So that's badass to have some people supporting us indefinitely. It's just
we're
open
still
ended with these
waiting.
motherfuckers.
We're still waiting to hear from Soest. Hopefully, they can hear us. Come on,
Hey,
come on.
hey,
We
Mike
love.
Robertson says he does a mean seafood gumbo.
Ah,
Oh,
man.
bring it on,
Bring it.
please.
Bring it.
Love it, love it. Speaking of like, I meant to tell you guys last night when I see you, but I forgot. Speaking of helping us out, and I lately went and see Max Baker. Remember Max Baker?
Of course. Yeah, how's he doing?
So he's doing good. He's chilling at the house. He's uh, hibernating. But he's doing great. He's listening to music, and then he's watching our shows. And he loves, of course, always support. He was always a big supporter, and he just can't get out lately, move around as easy. But he said he had trouble, donating. He didn't really understand how to do that and stuff. But uh, he wanted me to come over and see him. So when I went, uh, he gave me $1,000 for
Oh,
to help the move over there to a new place. He knows all about it. So uh, I want to really thank him for it, on the air and acknowledge that. Max Baker, love you so much. Appreciate it.
damn. That's incredible.
Uh,
Thank you, Max.
it's going to help a lot because there's a lot of moving parts to move to the new place. So, yeah, thank you. And then next Wednesday night, maybe we acknowledge him again and put it on the bar or something.
I mean, we're
He's
going to
a,
do a jam for Max.
we're going to do a jam for Max for sure. Yeah, thanks again.
Maximum jammage.
Maximum jam. uh,
Y'all have any ideas for Jag 50? Like what we should do next week?
Let's talk about it.
yeah, we should do a little
You know,
party, like invite maybe a couple guests. Mm, we think of
stars
some badass
of
musical
Jag
guests, but
past.
also like, maybe some VIPs too, right?
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
Hopefully, it's much better weather next Wednesday. We can
What
have
are we
the
going to eat?
fire outside. We can have um, what are we gonna eat?
Yeah, 50 of something.
Uh, yeah,
Oh, 50 chickens. I'm just
50.
kidding.
50 wings each. It's a 50 wing challenge.
Or maybe like a bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers or something.
Ah,
Make
poppers.
50 of them.
All right. I'm going to need
I
some
don't
help with
know.
Might,
that.
might
Just
get
the
the barbecue
idea.
leprechaun.
Maybe Arnie can do it or invite Lep.
The leper.
Maybe Lep
BB
can
Lep.
come. And, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
If
man.
anyone wants to come, you just got to bring 50 of whatever food item you choose to make.
Oh my
Yeah,
lord.
Thanks.
50 or bust.
Yeah. that gets you in. That's the code.
We're only going to do 50 POAPs.
Yeah.
They're gonna become a little more tight next week.
They are tightening down.
The window.
The POAP team is melting down as far as I can tell. They only gave
Oh,
us
really?
150 POAPs this week. They're starting to ration them out.
Oh.
Luckily, I only had about 120 people try to get a POAP, so it was perfect. But you never know when the lid's gonna blow off this thing. I need 1,000 of them.
Hey, Big Mike, is that apartment jingle ready to go yet?
What's up?
Yeah, we did it
That
last night.
jingle we did last night.
Yeah, that's it. We just need to cut that little portion out and send it over to them. But and then yeah, we can post it and do whatever and tag them. They're excited. They actually just kind of getting into Instagram, and that's the reason for that video. They're going to be putting that all over their IG page, and hoping to get some new engagement. They liked what Purple Bee looked like and the music, and the whole time we were doing it, I was getting vibrations in my pocket from my phone. And Vicky Jacobs, who that was for, her husband, was texting me and saying, "Oh, this is so awesome! Sounds great! You guys rock!" And so they loved it. So they're super excited about it. It was fun. I think it's something that we need to try to do more. We talked about it before, trying to do different things and kind of have different segments to the show. I think it's something cool. I was glad to be a part of the first one, and I'm definitely going to let people know about it so we can try to get some more stuff like that. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a slot for one of those every week, at least,
Nice.
maybe two, if it gets there's some demand. But if you had a business or you have any kind of occasion, treat this like a cameo.
Right.
Except for we're gonna make you a song live on the spot. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be funky, and it'll be fun to share with your loved ones or with your people following your business. Maybe you got like an anniversary coming up and you want us to rap about your wife. We're up to the challenge.
Grego thinks that's hilarious. No, anything. Yeah, anything like that. It's so fun. Like,
Quinceañeras.
yeah, quinceañera, whatever. Y'all were talking earlier about just like being in the moment of the creation and the music process and all that. And like, this is crazy because it brings me back. Like, Grego was talking about the portal. And the portal was actually the first time that I got on a stage with a mic was with you guys with the portal, like Ruta Maya days. And so
Yep.
that takes it way back. And then like from everything that everybody's done like on their own, in separate paths, and then to be like back chilling with the fellas and the crew, like where it started for me is amazing. And I love it. You guys are so much fun to create with, and we're crazy and we have fun, but we also like are creative and don't have any limits like where we can take it. So we literally just like can do whatever we want, and that's special and amazing, and so glad to be like in the middle of everything going on with you guys and what we're doing and building. It's awesome.
I feel the same way, dude. And I remember that Goliad jams,
Yeah.
Ruta Maya jams. You were
Yeah.
just starting out, but you immediately had the flow. Everybody knew it. And then like fast forward maybe 5 years later, you're doing it again, and we're like, holy shit, Mike got really good. And then fast forward another 5 years, and it's like, holy shit, Mike's just like owning the spot. He's the highlight every time he steps up to the mic. So like now it's like we need you, or it doesn't feel right.
Right.
If there's not a big mic segment, it feels a little incomplete. So
Man.
that's
Well,
where we're
that's
at.
love. Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, it's awesome, guys. I'm glad to keep doing it and keep pushing the envelope. See what we come up with. It's fun every time.
Right on, man. Well, if you count I'm trying to think of the hours we put into this shit, man. We're just talking about the live stream hours. It's already in the something like 400, 500 of on-air time.
Wow.
And then you go back to the portal and the 10, 15 years we put in to hone some chops on that thing, and you're talking about 10,000 hours there, like 10,000
Right.
hours of doing it in front of people live and making it up on the spot.
There should be some kind of certification for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can make our own
We'll
app for
make
that.
our own, right?
Yeah.
Certified groovers or something like that, you know.
So real quick, Hank was saying he doesn't know how to get the app, and Linda and you, Hank, have been donating almost every week, and when you do the donation, we email you a link to claim your app. And I'm pretty sure Debo's has been sending you emails, so you might want to go look back through your email for something called a POAP, and there'll be a link to it. Hopefully, it hasn't expired yet because there's like a month expiration date on these things. But if you see that email, click that link. You go to the POAP site. It asks you to enter one of three things. It's your ETH wallet address. If you have no idea what that is, that's okay because you can also just enter your email address. Once you put your email address, that POAP will be attributed to you, and you can come back at any time later and put it in your ETH wallet. So I'm gonna help hold your hand, Hank.
Hank probably forgot his password to his email. I bet that's what it is.
First, you got to figure out how to check your email, Hank.
There you go. If you can get on YouTube, you can search how to check my email. And
Debo's, let me see if I can pull up this jam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying. My system's chugging.
I got it. Check it out.
Okay.
Is this a video from
Here we go. Here we go.
Project. Maybe you got a loved one's birthday or an anniversary coming up.
Yep, working.
We're gonna do this thing where
This is a
you can
replay
send
from
in
last
some
night.
scratch. You know, we'll take crypto. We'll take, whatever you got. Really, just offer
jingle.
up. Make us an offer we can't refuse, and we will make a jingle for you. We'll put it on the internet. You'll share it. We'll share it. We'll tag each other. We'll prosper together.
That's
Big
right.
Mike, you're coming with the very first episode of this.
This is it.
We don't even know what to call this yet, do we?
We don't.
Maybe turn up a little bit, huh?
We're doing exactly what Ebo said. We're doing a live jingle.
Whatever he said.
This is going out to the Apartment Genie, San Antonio, Texas.
Oh yeah.
Apartment locators. Shout out to them.
Gotta have
Shout
a
out to
place
Vicky
to live.
Jacobs over there. She's hooking people up with fly apartments.
Vicky.
So we're gonna create a
Oh no.
and we're gonna rock something out for her.
Oh yeah.
Big Mike.
Big Mike, Lobos 31, Purple Beat TV.
Yeah. What you need. What you looking for. What you need is what you're looking for. What you need. Yeah. What you looking for. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. That's what we gonna do right here. Yo. She's the apartment genie. Vicky Jacobs, the apartment genie. She can find you a home. She's apartment genie. She's in the San Antonio. She's apartment genie. She can find you a home. Yeah, she been in the game for over 18 years. Well respected by many of her peers. Yeah, she won many awards. She goes hard. She could say she's a OG on the boulevard, yeah. She'll find you a home, she'll do it for free, yeah. She even offers movies for free. What? Who does that? And gift cards too, yeah. Shout out to Vicky Jacobs from the Purple Beans crew. Vicky. That's right. Vicky. She's the apartment genie. Yeah. She's the apartment genie. She'll find you an apartment genie. She can find you a home, the apartment genie. She's in San Antonio, the apartment genie. Hit her on her IG, yo. At the apartment genie. Yeah, at the apartment genie. Hit her on her IG, yo. At the apartment genie in the San Antonio. Yeah. Vicky.
Yeah.
That's right. That's how
That's
we
a
do
jingle.
it.
Informative jingle, really.
That's
You
right.
gotta give, all the information was there.
It
We can't
was.
always promise we're gonna get.
Wow, guys.
That's how you
a
do
jingle.
it. That's
Churning
funny.
them out.
That's right. That was so greasy, funky, man. Such a machine, man. This
Grease.
is like their focus. You can probably tell it's the groove is God, and we just kind of dance around a circle with like nothing inside of the circle unless Big Mike step in or once in a while there's something going on, but for most part it's just all about get into the groove. Like think about the dancers and people who like to wibble wobble and spaced out, you know, what I mean, and like whatever. That's think of kind of a trance, time. It's not the real. It doesn't have to be 3 minutes, Fuck radio.
Yeah. I like the concept of just leaving space for X, for
Yes, and
the
even
the
nothing.
Holy Ghost
Hmm.
and other people's where music that has that space in it allows me as a listener to have my own daydream, put my own things in those spaces, or
Yeah.
add my own melodies, or be a part of it, get it enveloped by it, rather than
Yeah.
it just being a painting on the wall or something you're forced to sort of, just a lot of music. Nothing wrong with that. Like it's a statement. It's like, hey, listen to this. This is a thing you're gonna experience fully formed. And sometimes improvisational music, like we do, is more of a open-ended thing. It's a vibe. It's like a real time uh, sort of element to life itself that other people can sit with or collaborate with or paint to or spin fire or make music, make food,
I
Love
like
it.
make
to I like to put on dub music for that exact reason sometimes. I'll put on some dub music. I'll get in the shower and then I'll immediately start whistling or humming or singing something on top of it that because there's space to do that, you
Yeah.
know. And
You should
Jag can
record
be
it
Lobos can
sometimes.
be
I
the
want to
same.
hear that.
No, it's like it's
Please.
usually if it's good, I'll get out of the shower and I'll stop the music and I'll walk around the house naked singing what
Oh yeah, that's what
I've
I'm
already
talking
I've
about.
said too much.
No, I like. I need to try that sometime.
Try it.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, you guys want to hear another tour from Rancho, or what do you think?
Yeah, maybe one more play us out.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
play us out.
yeah, let's to wrap this up. What do you can introduce this jam, but while you're getting it queued up, I want to say thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for the crew. You know who you are. Thanks to everybody who supported us. I'm talking about Hank and Linda. I'm talking about Max Baker. I'm talking about all the people in the Twitch channel who've been giving us so much love over the past couple years. Subscribers, we love you guys. The Golden Shrimp, Abstract, of course. Everybody in the crew, we love you guys so much, and we're celebrating from now until next week when we do the 50th JAG. Will be a tour of celebration. Let's start it now. Let's start the gratitude train. Let's start pulling up the organizing our thoughts and our memories in order to make this 50th JAG the best one ever, and that will launch us into the next phase of Purple Bee. I think that's what we're doing here.
Yeah. Whatever you said. Thank you so much, everybody, and enjoy these jams from Rancho. Thank you, Abstract, for being with us all this time. And I love you so much. Here it is. Shout out to Alice from Rancho. Yeah, we have Cameron now. Finally arrived.
Later, guys.
Maybe y'all can come next Wednesday for Jag. Think about it.